And what we saw was a phenomenally brilliant response to this approach. When we deliver programs within Phoenix, there's session objectives and there's learning aims and all very, very structured. And what we saw with the Beyond Recovery approach was it seemed to meet the needs of the people in the room, or because it was not going in there with this massive agenda. And it just had the three principles understanding underlying it, which enabled the people running the groups to just deal with what they were facing in the room and whatever the people presented. And that was really well received by the prisoners who attended the groups. And then what we saw as an outcome from this really was a phenomenal change in a number of people. Some really kind of long-term hardened criminals with lots of very problematic behaviour, lots of problematic drug use, entrenched negative behaviours, who really had some insights very quickly, more quickly than I've ever seen in any other approach before. And off the back of that, we saw people who had been, getting into fights with prison officers becoming, and I'll describe them as the kind of most well-behaved prisoners that we had, and really having some very deep insights into themselves, and then some kind of and then being able to help other prisoners around them. I mean, one of the things that is so amazing about the three principles groups is the kind of level of compassion that you get from prisoners for other prisoners within the group. And most of the time in a prison environment, you just see people out for themselves, very selfish behaviour, out for what they can get. And then these groups come along and it's like, are we in a prison? Is this a prison? Because of the behaviour that you see, where people tap into what's really going on and how they're creating their experience of life and the way in which they think.